As you begin this moment, allow yourself to gently settle into stillness. There is nothing you need to accomplish right now, nowhere you need to go. This moment is simply an invitation to return to yourself. Let your body rest comfortably, and if your eyes are open, allow them to softly close. Feel the quiet shift that happens when the outside world fades away and your awareness turns inward. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and gently release it through your mouth. Notice how the breath begins to soften the body. With every inhale, you welcome calmness. With every exhale, you release the weight of the day. There is a quiet intelligence in your breath. It knows how to guide you back to balance, back to peace, back to the center of your being. Now begin to notice the subtle sensations within your body. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. There may be small traces of tension there, tiny contractions created by the thinking mind. Simply notice them without trying to fix anything. The moment you bring awareness to tension, it begins to dissolve naturally. Allow that gentle awareness to flow down to your forehead and around your eyes. These muscles have been working all day, focusing, reacting, interpreting the world around you. Let them soften now. Imagine a warm wave of relaxation moving through your face, smoothing away every crease of worry or effort. Your eyes become heavy and peaceful, as if they are finally being allowed to rest. Feel your jaw unclench. Let the tongue rest naturally in your mouth. Notice how even this small release sends a signal throughout your nervous system that it is safe to relax. Your body is incredibly intelligent. When it senses safety, it naturally begins to restore itself. Allow your awareness to drift down into your neck and shoulders. This is where many people carry the invisible weight of responsibility, expectation, and unfinished thoughts. Imagine those burdens gently melting away. Your shoulders drop slightly, becoming lighter, freer. There is nothing you need to carry in this moment. Feel that relaxation flowing down your arms, through your elbows, into your hands. Perhaps you notice a slight warmth or softness spreading through your fingers. The hands that have been doing holding, grasping, and managing all day can now simply rest. There is a quiet beauty in letting go of effort. Now bring your attention to the center of your chest. Feel the gentle rhythm of your breath moving in and out. This space within you is deeply connected to calmness and balance. With every breath, imagine the chest expanding with ease, creating more space for peace to enter your body. Allow that wave of relaxation to continue moving downward into your stomach and abdomen. If there has been any tension held here, let it loosen with the next exhale. Your belly softens naturally, rising and falling like a calm ocean tide. There is nothing to control. Your body already knows how to breathe, how to relax, how to return to harmony. Now bring awareness to your lower back and hips. These areas often store the quiet stress of the day, the pressure of constant movement and responsibility. Imagine a gentle warmth spreading through this part of your body, dissolving any tightness. Your hips sink comfortably into the surface beneath you, fully supported. Feel the relaxation flowing down into your thighs, your knees, and slowly into your calves. The muscles of your legs have carried you through your day, step after step. Now they are being invited to completely release. Let them grow heavy, as if gravity itself is gently pulling them deeper into rest. Finally, bring your awareness to your feet and toes. Notice how even the smallest muscles can soften when you give them permission. Your entire body is now beginning to settle into a deeper state of calm. As the body relaxes, something beautiful begins to happen within the mind. The constant activity of thought starts to slow down. The mind does not need to be forced into silence. When the body relaxes, the mind naturally follows. Thoughts from the day may still appear for a moment. Memories, plans, unfinished conversations, these are simply echoes of the waking mind. Instead of holding on to them, allow them to drift by like clouds moving across a vast sky. You do not need to chase them or push them away. Just let them pass. With every breath, you are gently releasing the day. The events, the worries, the expectations, the small moments of stress, they no longer need your attention. This is the sacred transition between doing and being. Your body is now preparing for the most natural state it knows: deep, restorative sleep. In this space of relaxation, your nervous system begins to shift into healing mode. Your heartbeat slows, your breathing becomes softer, and your mind opens to a deeper layer of awareness. Feel how peaceful it is to simply exist in this moment, without effort, without resistance. Beneath the surface of the thinking mind, there is a quiet stillness that has always been there. As your body relaxes further and further, you begin to sense this stillness more clearly. And in this gentle release of the day, you begin to enter the doorway of inner peace. As your body continues to rest in this deep and effortless relaxation, something subtle begins to unfold within your awareness. The mind that was once busy with countless thoughts is now becoming quieter, softer, more spacious. You may notice that the gaps between thoughts are slowly expanding. In those quiet gaps, there is a profound stillness waiting to be experienced. This stillness is not empty in the ordinary sense. It is alive, aware, and deeply peaceful. Beneath the surface of everyday thinking, there exists a field of pure awareness, an infinite presence that is always available to you. When the body is relaxed and the mind becomes calm, you naturally begin to enter this field. Imagine your awareness gently expanding, like a drop of water dissolving into a vast ocean. The boundaries of your everyday identity begin to soften. You are no longer defined by the roles you play, the tasks you perform, or the worries you carry. For this moment, you simply exist as awareness itself. Notice the silence around your thoughts. Instead of focusing on the thoughts that occasionally arise, bring your attention to the quiet space in which those thoughts appear. That space is vast and limitless. It is not something you need to create, because it has always been there. In this quiet awareness, the mind begins to move beyond the patterns of the past. Most of our daily thinking is shaped by memories, habits, and familiar experiences. But in this deeper state of stillness, you step outside those limitations. You begin to touch a dimension of consciousness that is not restricted by what has already happened. This is the field of infinite possibilities. Here, your awareness is no longer confined to the small narratives of the thinking mind. Instead, you connect with a deeper intelligence that flows through all of life. This intelligence is creative, harmonious, and deeply connected to the unfolding of the universe itself. Feel how peaceful it is to rest in this space. There is no need to analyze it or understand it with the logical mind. Simply experience it. Notice how the silence feels gentle, supportive, and expansive. It is like resting in the very foundation of existence. In this field of awareness, you are not separate from life. You are part of its creative flow. Every possibility that can ever exist begins as a subtle potential within this field. Just as a seed holds the possibility of a tree, this field holds the possibility of every experience, every opportunity, and every transformation. Allow yourself to remain here for a few moments, simply aware of awareness itself. If a thought appears, acknowledge it lightly and allow it to dissolve back into the silence from which it came. Like ripples fading on the surface of a still lake, each thought eventually disappears, leaving the calmness beneath untouched. With each passing breath, you may feel yourself drifting even deeper into this quiet state. The sense of effort disappears. The mind stops trying to control or organize reality. Instead, you become an observer of the gentle flow of consciousness. This is where true creativity begins, not in effort, but in stillness. The more you rest in this field, the more your awareness aligns with the natural intelligence that governs life. It is the same intelligence that organizes galaxies, guides the rhythm of your breath, and allows your body to heal itself during sleep. Feel the simplicity of this moment. There is nothing to achieve here, nothing to force. The field of awareness responds naturally when the mind becomes quiet. You may begin to sense a subtle feeling of openness, as if your awareness is expanding beyond the boundaries of the body. The body is resting, breathing softly, but your consciousness is vast and limitless. It extends beyond time, beyond space, beyond the familiar story of who you think you are. In this expanded awareness, you are connected to the source of creativity itself. Every meaningful change in life begins here, in this silent dimension where possibilities are born before they appear in the physical world. The more you become familiar with this stillness, the more naturally your life begins to reflect its harmony. Notice how peaceful it feels to simply be present within this infinite space. There is no pressure here, no urgency, no need to rush toward tomorrow. In this moment, you are touching the timeless nature of your own consciousness. As you continue to relax deeper into this quiet awareness, you may feel a gentle sense of trust emerging within you. A quiet knowing that life is unfolding with a deeper intelligence than the thinking mind could ever control. And in this vast field of pure awareness, where silence and possibility exist together, you begin to remember your connection to the infinite. As you continue resting in this deep and quiet awareness, you may notice how effortless everything has become. Your body is relaxed, your breathing is soft, and the mind is no longer rushing from one thought to another. In this gentle space between wakefulness and sleep, something very powerful begins to happen within your consciousness. This moment, right before sleep, is one of the most receptive states of the mind. The boundaries between the conscious and the deeper layers of the mind begin to soften. The analytical voice that usually questions everything becomes quiet, and the subconscious mind opens like fertile soil waiting for a seed. And just as a seed planted in rich soil eventually grows into something visible and real, the intentions you place in your awareness during this state begin to shape your future experiences. So now, without forcing anything, gently bring your awareness to a simple intention. It does not need to be complicated. It can be a feeling, a quality of life you wish to experience more deeply. Perhaps it is abundance, peace, creativity, love, or a sense of meaningful opportunity flowing into your life. Let the intention arise naturally, without strain. The mind does not need to struggle to imagine it. Simply allow the feeling of that possibility to appear within you. Imagine what it feels like when your life flows with abundance. Not just material abundance, but the abundance of opportunities, ideas, supportive relationships, and meaningful moments. Abundance is the natural expression of life when you align with the creative intelligence of the universe. For a moment, allow yourself to feel that abundance as if it already exists within your life. Notice the emotional tone of that experience. Perhaps it feels light, open, peaceful, or joyful. Allow that feeling to spread gently through your body. Your subconscious mind does not respond to effort or force. It responds to feeling, to imagery, to quiet intention. When you feel the reality of an intention, the deeper mind begins organizing your perceptions and actions in alignment with that experience. So, rather than trying to control the outcome, simply allow the feeling of your intention to exist within you. Imagine it like planting a seed in a beautiful garden. Once the seed is placed into the soil, you do not dig it up every few minutes to check if it is growing. You trust the natural intelligence of life to nurture it. In the same way, your intention now rests within the deeper layers of your awareness. As you remain relaxed, visualize that seed of intention gently settling into the infinite field of consciousness you entered earlier. This field is the source of all creativity and transformation. It holds the potential for every possibility that can unfold in your life. And when your intention is placed into this field with calm awareness and trust, it begins to interact with the subtle forces that shape reality. Feel the quiet power of this moment? There is no urgency, no pressure. You are simply allowing the deeper intelligence of life to work with the intention you have placed in your awareness. Now allow yourself to sense what it would feel like if this intention were already unfolding in your life. Perhaps you feel a sense of ease, confidence, or quiet excitement. Perhaps there is a peaceful knowing that things are moving in the right direction. Let that feeling settle into your heart and mind. Let it become a gentle emotional signature within your awareness. This feeling is more important than the exact details of the intention, because feeling is the language through which the deeper mind communicates with the creative field of the universe. You may even notice that as you hold this feeling lightly, your body becomes even more relaxed. Your breathing becomes slower. Your mind drifts further into calmness. This is exactly the state where intentions take root most easily. Remember that you do not need to struggle to make anything happen. Life has an extraordinary way of arranging circumstances, connections, and insights when you align with its deeper intelligence. Your role in this moment is simply to plant the seed and trust the process. So take one more slow, gentle breath and allow your intention to settle quietly into the vast field of awareness. Let it rest there, free from doubt or effort, supported by the infinite creativity of consciousness itself. And in this peaceful state between thought and sleep, the seed of your intention begins its silent journey into reality. Now that your intention has been gently placed into the quiet depths of awareness, there is nothing more you need to do. The mind often believes that effort is required for everything to unfold, but the deeper intelligence of life works in a very different way. True creation does not arise from tension or force. It emerges from stillness, from trust, and from a natural alignment with the flow of the universe. So now your only invitation is to surrender. Surrender does not mean giving up. It means releasing the need to control every detail. It means allowing life to unfold with its own wisdom. When you surrender, you move from the restless activity of the thinking mind into the peaceful rhythm of being. Feel how your body is already moving deeper into relaxation. Your breathing has become softer, slower, almost effortless. Each breath gently carries you further into rest. Your body knows exactly how to enter sleep, just as the ocean knows how to move with its tides. Allow yourself to trust this natural rhythm. The mind sometimes wants to return to planning, analyzing, or wondering when your intention will appear in your life. But tonight, you are not here to calculate outcomes. You are here to rest in the quiet certainty that something greater than the thinking mind is already in motion. There is an intelligence within life that is far more expansive than anything the logical mind can design. This intelligence organizes the movement of galaxies, the unfolding of seasons, and the quiet miracle of your own heartbeat. It is also the intelligence that responds to the intentions planted within the field of awareness. So instead of holding tightly to your intention, allow it to drift gently into the vastness of consciousness. Imagine placing it into a flowing river and watching it move peacefully with the current. The river knows where it is going. You do not need to follow it or guide it. Your only role is to trust that the current of life carries everything exactly where it needs to go. Feel how calming it is to release the need to control. Your shoulders soften even more. Your face becomes completely relaxed. The muscles of your body sink deeper into the surface beneath you. There is nothing left to manage tonight. With each passing moment, the boundary between waking and dreaming becomes softer. Thoughts grow slower and more distant, like echoes fading into silence. And beneath those fading thoughts, there is a profound stillness. This stillness is not something you are creating. It has always been present within you, quietly waiting beneath the surface of the busy mind. When you allow the mind to rest, the stillness naturally reveals itself. Feel that stillness now. It is calm, expansive, and deeply peaceful. It does not demand anything from you. It simply exists as the silent background of all experience. Resting in this stillness is like returning home to the deepest part of yourself. In this space, you are not defined by the worries of the day, the expectations of others, or the constant movement of thoughts. You are simply awareness resting within itself. And in this restful awareness, something beautiful begins to happen. The more you surrender into this stillness, the more your mind aligns with the natural harmony of life. Instead of struggling against circumstances, you begin to move with them. Instead of forcing outcomes, you allow them to emerge naturally. This is the quiet power of trust. Trust that the intention you planted is already being received by the deeper intelligence of life. Trust that unseen connections, opportunities, and insights are already beginning to organize themselves in ways you may not yet see. Just as seeds grow beneath the soil long before the first green leaf appears above the surface, the intentions planted in stillness begin their transformation quietly and invisibly. Your task is not to watch the soil and worry about how the seed will grow. Your task is simply to rest. Feel how the body continues to drift towards sleep. Your breathing is slow and rhythmic. The mind becomes softer and quieter with every passing moment. Allow yourself to dissolve completely into this peaceful state. Let the silence carry you. Let the gentle darkness of sleep surround you like a warm and comforting embrace. And as you surrender fully into this divine stillness, trust that the universe is already working in harmony with the quiet intention resting within your heart. Now, let go, drift into sleep, and allow the infinite intelligence of life to do the rest.